Evelyn Kane had always been the go-to-fix-it girl at her father's electronics shop, but nothing could have prepared her for the day an elderly man walked in with a strange camcorder. "Good afternoon," he said, placing the quirky device on the counter. The doorbell tinkled softly behind him. "Think you can repair this relic?" Evelyn squinted at the camcorder. It was bizarre, no brand, no tape slot, and no obvious way to connect it. Just a battery and an odd screen. "I'll check it out," she replied, momentarily distracted by a rustling sound. When she turned back, the man had completely vanished. The door hadn't even jingled. "Okay, that's unsettling," she muttered. Picking up the camcorder, she inspected it closely. No branding, no tape. "What on earth are you?" With a tentative press of a button, the screen flickered on. "Welcome to your past," a voice announced, and suddenly, her father appeared on screen, years younger, his hair a hilariously outdated 80s style, attempting to film a cringeworthy commercial for the shop. Evelyn burst into laughter. "Oh, Dad, what were you thinking?" As she continued to view the clips, the video jumped through various stages of her life, her high school graduation, a clumsy first date, even the mortifying moment she slipped on ice in front of her entire class. "This is priceless," she giggled. Her curiosity piqued, she pressed more buttons, and the camcorder began to vibrate violently. In an instant, everything went dark. When she regained consciousness, Evelyn found herself back in the shop, but something felt deeply wrong. Colors blazed with unnatural brightness, gadgets appeared impossibly advanced, and everyone's clothing screamed futuristic oddity. "What the?" she gasped. "Welcome to the future, past Evelyn," a voice chimed from behind. She spun around to see a woman who bore an uncanny resemblance to her, albeit older, and exuding an effortlessly cool vibe. "Who are you?" Evelyn asked, bewildered. "I'm you, from the future," the woman replied, grinning. "Welcome to 2044. Evelyn could hardly believe her ears. "No way." "Oh, yes way. Come on, let me show you." Future Evelyn led her through a world where robots clumsily conducted mundane tasks, flying cars were trapped in bizarre traffic jams, and advertisements chased people down the street. "This is insane," Evelyn exclaimed, laughing at the absurdity. Future Evelyn explained that the camcorder was an experimental device designed to capture memories and send them into the future, but somehow, the settings had gotten mixed up, sending her back instead. "So, how do I return?" Evelyn asked, anxious to go back to her own time. "You just need to reverse the camcorder's settings," Future Evelyn explained. "But it's a tricky process." Evelyn attempted several adjustments, but each time she pressed a button, she found herself in increasingly ridiculous versions of the future, one where dogs ruled as the dominant species, another where humans communicated solely through dance, and yet another where her father was a famous president. "This is absurd," she groaned after yet another misfire. Finally, after numerous attempts, she managed to reverse the settings correctly and was thrust back into her father's shop, where the elderly man awaited her with a knowing smile. "How was your trip?" he chuckled. "You could say that," Evelyn replied, still reeling from her adventures. He took the camcorder back, handing her a business card. "For your future endeavors," he winked before leaving. Evelyn turned to her father, who still looked confused. "Dad, you won't believe what I just experienced. The future is something else."